Uh, yeah, that's fine.
Of course. Sounds good.
I'll look at the others and just go, at the moment I don't think so, but we could always go and check in with you afterwards to see if we can ask you a few questions just to go ahead and actually tickle that noodle of yours. Of course, after the wedding. Mm. Trust me, you should enjoy every moment as it's your last. So I did it with my significant other.
Everybody roll initiative.
Oh my fucking god. Holy shit.
Hell,
Mhm.
that was the demise.
He literally ruined his whole life over a girl.
I knew he was powerful, but that was just terrifying. What are we getting ourselves into?
I Every day I spend here, I begin to think maybe my end goal shouldn't be surviving and defeating Strahd, but getting the fuck out of here in one piece.
Thing here is we were brought here for a reason.
Were we? Because it feels like somebody's fucking with us.
Even if we, even if we weren't brought here for a reason, we have so many people depending on us now.
I don't want that responsibility.
I don't know if we have a choice anymore.
Irina, you didn't see what we just saw, did you? I think we just saw why Strahd is cursed.
Really?
Yeah. It looks like he sold something, piece of him, to something unfathomable and cursed everyone because he killed his brother for marrying your twin.
My twin?
The woman that
Tatiana.
looks like you, Tatiana.
Hmm. Well, I don't know. I mean, what can I say? I'm not her. I am me. I don't understand this odd fixation that Strahd has with me. I suppose you might think I have some connection to her, but I don't know. Maybe
Thing
I'm
here is, my
just.
dear,
Mhm.
he sees Tatiana in you, whether you are her or not. He's fixated on you.
Right?
So, whether you like it or not, he's his end goal is to try to have you in his possession.
Hmm.
I think that's what Fallon is getting at.
I see. Well, I can't help but wonder if there's anything that is connected to that vision that happened on the lake. A bit
There
more
might be
that
some clues.
we need to know, I suppose.
And I guess any answers we need are in that swamp now?
I suppose.
Do we know what we're walking into there?
I don't think we know most of the time where we're getting ourselves into. But if you have me, would I'd very much like to figure out exactly what's happening.
Of course.
So would we.
All right, I'm going to give you guys the long rest here, but go ahead.
Do you know anything about this swamp, Irina? Have you heard anything about it before?
Well, I've heard legends about the one that people call Babalizaga, but what's true, what's false? Mm, I thought it was just a legend, but we've heard about this from more than one person. There's something there. That thing is hard to say, but
And what do the legends say about her?
well, that she's old, that she's been on the swamp for, well, hundreds of years now, that people should avoid the place at all costs, and that she probably is as powerful as Strahd is, but I don't know how much truth there is to it.
Do you think she's powerful enough to bring somebody back?
Back? You mean from the dead?
Yeah.
I don't know. But if she is powerful enough to be considered as dangerous as Strahd, I mean, it's not too far fetched, I suppose.
I'm just I'm just worried the swamp we're walking into is the swamp from my vision.
What
Hmm.
happened in yours?
I was in a swamp that reeked of death and decay, and that woman that brought me back, I don't know her name. I don't know what she is. I'm scared that Abala Saga is the one that I owe.
Um, if she is, we'll take care of it. We'll protect you.
We all will.
I know I don't know what she wants. And if I don't give it to her, I don't know.
I wonder if you could talk to her, like how Percha talks. to her patron. Because in a way, you're technically a patron now.
I haven't. She hasn't come into my dreams in a long, long time now.
Richard, how do you talk to yours? How do you call them?
All I know is that if I was to just like mentally try to talk to her or merely think of who I'm trying to talk about, I just envision that I'm talking to her in the moment. But
Do you just imagine her and she appears?
it's almost like it's a connection, tether of sorts between them and me.
Kita, maybe if you focus, you can find the tether. You're smart enough. I totally think you can do it.
I just don't know if I want to.
You're not the least bit curious?
I am, but I'm also. She asked me something I can't do.
What did she ask?
Nothing yet, but she said if I don't do it, then bad things will happen to me and the people I care about.
Find out what she wants. Find out what we're fucking fighting for.
I guess as long as you're there with me, we'll figure it out.
Absolutely. We've all got your back.
You still want to go to Velaki first?
Did we remember why we wanted to go to Velaki?
Restock
Was
and
it just
reload.
to reload and shop and stuff?
Make sure that the wine delivery got there safely.
Yes,
well.
and that. Okay.
I'd like to speak with Aaron as well. Make sure everything there is still okay.
Yeah.
He might even know where that other gem was taken to.
Yeah.
Have we heard anything back from Esmeralda?
Conrad?
Yeah, there's a small paper bird awaiting for you right on the side of the camp there.
I was gonna say, if you said anything, you're muted.
All right. Yeah, you do see on the camp there a small paper bird arrived as you were sleeping, waiting on you.
I'll look at the paper bird and I'll just go ahead and give it a good little whistle and just give
Gotta
the finger
admit,
to Terry and say, "Come here."
Esmeralda has terrible timing.
She really does. Maybe that's why she lost her leg.
Let's not assume and insult the woman because we don't know if she can actually hear us as we're saying this. I'll whistle at the paper bird to come to me so I can yeah. And then
Alright.
I'll, as I grab it, I'll open it up to read what she says.
Alright. I'm gonna say something here that I don't usually say because I that's something that I kind of forgot. What's the message that you sent to her? That doesn't usually happen, man. But
So we had asked her if she knew of any cures for the werewolf bite.
oh,
One
all
of them.
right,
That was one of them. There was like another question with it.
all right. Which
Was there another
what's the
question?
other one?
I don't remember what the other one was, but there was two of them.
Find out. Let me see if it's in my notes. But the first one was definitely how to cure a werewolf bite, and was the reason for the call. Oh, I think it was to tell her we found their base, and did she maybe want to come come help?
Ah, yes. So I will reiterate. Wonderful timing, Esmeralda.
All right. You do receive a message back, and it seems that she says, "Oh, you're bitten? Well, hope you didn't transform yet because it got nasty after you transform. Well, you can use remove curse, greater restoration, you name it. It's a curse after all. But if you transform, if you give in, it's going to be a bit harder. Some rituals on the moonlight that you need to do if that so happens. But it's not like someone that transforms one to be changed back. So it's a bit hard to do that after you transform. As for helping you, well, sadly, I'm too far to be of any assistance. I'm after the asshole that we all know and love, Riddle von Richmond, but I couldn't find him still. If you need information, I can provide. Assistance to get to you, well, that's a bit harder. Keep me posted and destroy this after you read it.
Okay. Reading that, her saying destroy this after reading it. We got more paper to communicate with her, right?
We do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
5
I'll
more.
just go ahead. Everyone just sees me throw the paper bird into the fire.
All right.
Her letter back was the long-winded reply, the long-winded version of "Damn, that sucks."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least she was upfront about it.
I guess.
Well, do we want to send another message out to let her know that Kirill's dealt with, or should we
And
hold
ask
on to
her
these
if she wants to
messages?
meet us in Velaki.
You do realize we've only got 5 more papers after this.
Yeah. Be limited.
That's the other concern, yeah. But
I honestly think, if anything, for now, since we've only got limited number of times to message her discreetly, I think we should use this if in the event that we kind of need her to be there for that really important moments.
Of course. Okay, well, Velocity then?
To Velaki.
Tuvalaki.
All right.
I'm gonna take 10 minutes and give Percha the mage armor just so
All right.
she's safe and that way she doesn't waste her resources for it.
Mm-hmm. All right. You do so, and you prepare to continue your travel there. You're currently on the cave here. Now let's see what happens.
Or do we want to go southeast to the road? Or do you just want to go straight south the way we know?
I think we should just go the way we know.
Yeah.
Or, hang on, I had a thought. We should go the opposite way that we came, in case the hags have been hanging out in that area just waiting for us to come back.
You want to take the middle road?
Yeah, I think we should go south and then back up.
Because we did come here and then went
And we went north.
this
Yeah.
way, right?
So you're gonna go to the south,
Yeah.
hit the middle, and then back up again.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to stay along the main road?
Yeah. It's not like we're in a hurry.
The only thing that might be looking for us right now that we're aware of is
Is the headless
and the
guy.
hag. Oh, yeah, that asshole.
Well,
Yeah, he was a big asshole.
every time we're damn near close to killing him, he runs off, so.
Well, I mean, it might be a little gruesome, but I know where we can find a head.
I don't know if that's what he wants.
Honestly think
I don't know.
it's worth a try.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll head straight south, and then I guess we'll just take the road from there.
But before we go here, or continue this, you all level up.
Hey!
Hot damn! Hey!
Better yet, let's not tell Clint.
No.
Yeah, he can fight on his own.
It's the arrow.
Sorry, I had to do that. I just gotta make sure that I've got the right. Yeah, cool.
I'm just looking to see. Oh, here we go.
Nope, that's not the one.
Resilient.
You know what?
Alright, I think I'm done.
All right.
I'm just looking for I'm looking for a new spell, but you know.
Yeah, I'll have to add a new spell in a second as well. Ooh, look at that HP gain.
Just SRD. Am I looking at?
Mm-hmm.
What's the source? Cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Did my
Which
HP
one
go
am I
up?
doing?
It might not
Yeah,
show on
everybody's
the.
will. Mine went up significantly because I took Resilient Constitution.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
How did you level up there, Fallon?
I clicked the button that said level up.
The arrow?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna purple vivify just in case Kita goes down.
Did I do it right?
I think so. Give me a second.
I think I got it.
Do I want to take sorcery or do I want to? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go sorcery. Next. That's not changed. That's staying the same.
Okay.
Yeah, your HP is good. You did everything all right.
It did. My HP
Mm-hmm.
didn't go up.
No, it did go up. That's exactly
What was
how
it before?
much HP you had. Here's the thing. it was 44. You have low HP because your Constitution is 10. I even saw your your HP and said, "Oh, that's a bit too low." But then I looked at your Constitution there, and the math is exactly 49 from 3 levels on Rook and 5 levels on Ranger.
Got it. I just couldn't remember what I had before.
Mm-hmm.
I only got 7 more. I only got 7 more hit points. I'm sad.
We can fix it later, Conrad, but my what was it?
Mm-hmm.
Every spell list I have
Mm-hmm.
duplicated itself.
Oh, good. I can remove the duplicated there, don't worry. But
Yeah.
at this point, you can stick to what you have there.
Yep. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
going to find
Yeah, I'd have the
one
same
more.
problem too.
Mm-hmm.
That's because 2024 came in.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, is everyone already leveled up?
Yeah, all I got was wisdom out of it.
Percha?
All right.
Yeah, I'm just wrapping up everything on my end.
You know what Clint wants? So I'm not going to level him up.
Changes
We're not
every
level.
day.
We're not. He kept changing his mind every 5 minutes, so let him deal with it on his own time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
I
get into
just
that
don't
one
know
either.
what spell I want to take here.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, I don't think that one's important.
What? We'll take this
Yes, I would like to take that.
Oh,
That makes a lot of sense to me.
Oh, don't forget, some of you can prepare one more spell. So look for a spell that you want to prepare there. I think Fallon has one more, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
yeah, I do too.
Could even be 2. I don't know, depending on the table there. So you have an extra spell that you need to prepare.
I think it would just be one for everybody right now.
Yeah, so
Actually, I might do 2.
there are some levels that you gain 2 instead of 1.
Because I get raised up cleric, and then I get
Let's see
+1 for
here.
my wisdom.
Ranger.
Oh yeah, I guess. If
7.
you raise your wisdom, you would, yeah.
And +1 for the cleric level.
No, it's not like that anymore.
Oh,
And
lovely.
there's a table that you need to see there on the rules. Let me see. I think yeah, Ranger does not prepare one more, but next level he prepares two more. Let's see, Cleric here.
Okay.
Cleric on level 8, you can prepare one more. Let's
Yeah,
see,
I got
Druid.
12 paired spells.
Druid can prepare one more, 12.
Yeah.
As for Percha, I don't even know what she is anymore, so.
No, I've got ideas at the moment. I was going to go up one in Sorcerer, but I decided not to. I decided to go ahead and up one in, oh my lord, what is it called?
I don't know, maybe now
Warlock.
it's probably Rogue?
Oh god, no.
I'm pretty sure she took a bard level actually.
Bard, and then take one level of Wizard, and then one level of.
Yeah.
Uh,
What was that guy's name who did that with one level of everything?
Jill of all trades.
Mm.
That was really powerful and nothing.
Oh my god!
What?
I just remember what else I get at level 8. Haha.
What's that?
I get to fly now.
Oh, really? Is that all? You caught up to me? Well, there goes my air advantage.
This is good. I like
Why would
this.
you need advantage against Kita?
Well, I did in the fight, didn't I?
Well,
In
yeah,
the tournament?
Yeah, he won't be able to
don't
run
know.
away next time.
I don't think those are happening anymore.
I don't either, but, you know, just in case.
Okay. So, 5th level. No. I do gain one more spell. Yes. Now, this is a hard choice. But
Yeah.
it is quite easy.
I really would like to do a glyph of warding nuke, but I can't get that. I'll pick up that. That's probably the only other option that might be interesting.
Yeah, for now, I think that's going to have to be good. Galen, you won't need to worry about doing Mage Armor, because now I can go ahead and cast Mage Armor without spending a spell slot.
Nice.
And I've got myself an invocation to be able to cast Mage Armor onto myself without any issues.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice.
Yes.
By the way, does anyone have any extra vials on them?
Don't know. Let's see what's in here. I have some glass jars in my herbalism kit.
You don't mind if you can spare one, I would like it full of just water, if you don't mind, when we cross that river.
I suppose so, yeah.
Okay, I think everyone here is leveled up. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone who's important.
All right.
Did I read a level up?
Yeah, she did. Already leveled her up. All right.
Right.
So.
I sent you a quick DM there, Conrad. If you just want to.
Mm-hmm. All right. Everyone's leveled up. Can continue the
All right.
travel here. Let's go.
On the road again.
On the road again.
Okay, I'm sorry. It should be country roads. Take me home
Yeah,
to the
sure.
place where
All
I
right.
belong.
What speed?
Barovia.
Brovia. Country
I think
mama.
Normal.
Country
normal pace.
papa. Normal pace. All right.
I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I don't think
Let's
my
go.
health went up.
It should.
No, it's still at 49.
On the side, yes. On your sheet, 56. Let's just take a bit more time to update on the side
Yeah.
there.
It does take a
Oh,
moment.
yeah. I see it. I see it.
All right. Let's go.
On the side, it's still saying most people are level 7.
Mm-hmm. But
Not me.
to get here,
Yeah.
Yep.
around 2 hours at normal speed. And keep going.
And then once we reach the fork, we were going to start heading south.
All right.
This way.
Let me see here.
And the water from Kita.
It's going to be
Oh, yeah.
close to 2 hours. So we want to pass there, grab some water.
Yeah.
All right.
When we're at the lake, I'll
Mhm.
fill up a couple jars of water.
All right. All right. Start to make your way there and get into the lake, the river. Take some water there. Make your way to the crossroads here. And it's here that you see something. You see at the distance a silhouette approaching. It makes its way to your direction there. And after a while, you realize what it is. What you see there, what you see there is he gets close to you, is a black horse, a flaming yellow mane.
Oh, God.
On top of
He's
it,
back.
you see someone. You
think we
see a
all know.
man with a piercing eye and crimson cloak. You see that this man comes from the west, sorry, and seems to be going to the east there. You see none other than Strahd von Zarovich.
Ah, fuck. Just as worse.
I fucking knew it.
He comes into your direction there and says, Well, how delightful it is to see someone as tame as you are here in my lens as I'm taking a stroll, fixing some problems here and there. How are you faring?
Fixing problems, Lord
What
Strahd?
kind of problems?
A bit eager, aren't you? You even ignored my question.
Well,
We are well, your lordship. How are
I
you?
see. I am doing fairly well, too. Thanks for asking. But yes, I was, well, tending some business with some associates of mine who seem to have stepped a bit out of line. Perhaps you even know them. Some call them the forest folk. I call them minions.
hmm.
We've met a few, yes.
Yes, I actually heard that you had quite the exploit in Yester Hill, haven't you? It took me a while, even, for some of them to tell me about such a thing. I've heard that they see you in good regards. I'm glad. But, well, that's not something that I can have here on my lands, is it? In this position. But by now, everything is already fixed. So there's no need to worry. Not for me, and not for you. But I have other things to attend to. And I hope you are doing well here in Barovia, my fellow friends. I expect much of all of you. And he smiles. You see, as he steps back into the horse, and the horse itself seems to nigh and shoots off into the distance, flying away with unnatural speed. And Strahd von
The entire time
Zarovich.
he was speaking,
Mm-hmm.
the entire time that he was speaking to us, how often did his eyes flick to Irina?
All right, with 26. I can tell you this much. You see, as Arena was in the back, but I would say that most of the time he was looking towards you, to the group. I mean, it was only at the end of it, as he passed his eyes towards all of you to give a smile and a nod of farewell, that his eyes lingered on Irina more to her than any of you, as he smiles and goes away into the distance there. A flaming horse.
Well, Irina, he certainly recognized you.
Seems that he always does that. Always looks at me. I used to be afraid. Now I'm getting kinda pissed.
What did he mean by fix the problem with the forest folk?
I was wondering that myself.
Do you think we should probably go check on the forest folk?
That is in the opposite direction.
I'm only asking, not saying we should.
Salander's the closest thing I got to my people here. What have you heard from them?
Yeah, we have to go.
And Kita's just going to start full on running as fast as she can in the direction of Yesterhill.
Are the others following suit?
Yeah, Fallon is just gonna
Yeah.
yells after her
All right.
and swears and then just takes off.
At what speed do you want to proceed here?
As fast as I possibly can.
All right. Traveling at a fast speed here. So let's go. It's going to be 5 hours. Keep going. You get to around here after 8 hours. Next to the crossroads that lead to the vineyard. What else do you want to do? You want to stop? You want to keep going? What do you want to do?
Let's stop. Maybe not go all the way into the vineyard and let them know that we're here, but just camp on the outskirts, like right here.
Excuse me.
Okay.
I mean, should we check on Davian and the rest of the family?
She said the forest folk specifically.
Looking from here, do we
Haven't-
notice anything at the vineyard? Like, seems to be any, probably like any kind of disturbance or something that looks out of place from the last time we were here?
Roll perception there.
Oh hell!
I would also like to
Okay.
do that.
That's rolling with advantage with Galen's help.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Oh yeah!
All right, nice. It seems to be calm. There's no indication that anything happened there. It seems to be much like the way you left it before. Hard to see any movement from this distance here, but, well, the plantation is doing well. Even quite lush after what Kida did to help.
And if we were to get to Yesterhill, it would take us another day or two travel.
Probably here you're already on Yesterhill, because the proportions are a bit different. But yeah, I mean, half of a day, I suppose. Yeah, depending on the speed, it's going to be half of a day.
I guess no use if we're exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's rest.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you set camp there, close to the woods there, close to the road that leads to Yesterhill, and the other road that leads to the vineyard. Everything's set. Oh,
Oh,
not here.
Oh,
Sorry.
who's
hello.
this bitch?
Not.
Why
not
is there a
supposed-
spider? It's her patron. Who is this?
No one. This is no one.
You'll see nothing.
No one saw
Hello?
anything. All right. With survival. Nice. All right.
Well,
You set
pray
up.
for it.
You set up camp.
That was to find us a place to camp, to be
Yeah,
clear.
I suppose. I
Yeah, someone
suppose.
turned around and said, "No, go this way, and you'll be fine."
I thought it was to survive the encounter. That's right. It's a road survival. All right, but let's go. Is Do you find a quite a cozy place to set up camp there with a good view from the road and actually hidden from all sides? And doesn't take long for your camp to be up and you to be able to rest for the night there. Continue your trepidations on the next day. So let's go. What do you want to do there, and how is going to be the watch?
Well, Keto will be on first watch. She's restless as it is.
All right.
How big is
I'll take.
I'll probably join Kita, but how big are the vials or the jars that he gave me?
I don't know what jars did you give him?
I would have just given a couple of the glass jars from the herbalism kit that I have on me.
Oh, I have no idea how many are there.
It
Eh,
just says several glass jars is all it
Yeah, several is one.
so probably more like vial. Probably like a vial,
Herbalist
basically.
kit. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Oh, all right. It's more like a small vials for you to use to collect samples and whatnot. It's not. I think you are looking for a small bottle, like a healing potion or a holy water, I suppose, right?
Nope, just look
Those.
for some water.
I see. Yeah, they need to be bigger. You would need to look for somewhere else.
Mm.
Well, I'll be taking the third to last watch, so everyone else can go first,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm
That's
gonna.
two.
First,
I'll join the first watch, but I'll do something just to double check. If I can find it in this new list of BS.
so who other than Galen is first watch?
Kita.
Okay.
All right.
Fallon will go. Will take over for Kita.
Yeah.
Because Galen can do 4 hours straight.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and roll the perceptions there.
You know why I have the thingy up and
Mm-hmm.
running.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Roll perception.
I'm working on it. Getting
Mm-hmm.
back over there.
All right.
Nice.
For the first 2 hours, you look about, check to see if there's anything catches your attention. And Galen, you do not see anything that seems to be invisible or on other planes. 2 hours go by without hindrance. The next 2 hours need to happen here. Who's the next one on watch? Kita, who do you call?
Kita will wake up Fallon.
All right.
Fallon
Right.
will join Galen. And just sit
Kita's just gonna
quietly
squeeze
next to
Fallon's hand extra hard before she goes to bed.
All right.
Fallon is staring at Galen because now that she's seen him without his mask and his hood, it's almost like she's seeing him for the first time. She sits down at the fire beside him anyway. She's quiet for a moment.
Okay, I'm back. Did I
And
miss anything?
Bom,
if
Not
they
yet.
coisa que a
didn't
gente
say
precisa,
anything to
a
her,
gente ia ver alguma coisa. Ixi,
she just kind of turns her head and looks at him.
eu vou voltar aqui.
She just laughs.
Consegue trazer um pouquinho de água?
You know,
Epa.
I used to imagine this moment. I used to dream about it, finding you. What I'd say, what you'd say, how it would feel. Sometimes it ended in a fight, sometimes a kiss, and most of the time, I just cried and woke up before anything could happen. But this, you being here all along, that's not how I imagined it. It didn't seem possible. You've been right in front of me this whole time, fighting beside me, watching my back, and I never knew? I keep asking myself if I should have known. If I did know, and I just didn't want to admit it. And now I'm fucking pissed. And I'm mad, and I'm angry at Cass for leaving me and for walking away with nothing but a note and not a warning not to follow. As if that was ever going to stop me. I spent 10 years chasing shadows, 10 years digging through lies and blood and darkness, and just for like a sliver of you. And you thought I'd just let that go? And I'm angry at you, too, Galen. I know it's not fair. I know you don't remember how you ended up like this. Even if you didn't ask for this, it's like I'm holding the ashes of someone I loved in one hand and a stranger wearing his face in another. You were everything to me, Cass. You mattered more than I knew how to say. You made the world make sense when it didn't. I did think I was chasing a ghost for the past few years. I felt it more and more lately, like that person that I lost was never coming back. So finding out you're dead, fucking killing me. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to mourn you when you are standing right there?
In a way, I am standing here, but in most ways, I'm probably not. Without my memories of what happened before, I don't have things you have. I do not know why I left. I do not even know what's going on with half. But I just try to make do with what I got and do with what information I have.
You know what's crazy? It it really, really it makes me nuts. It's Cass used to do the same bullshit. I would ask him for questions he didn't know how to answer, didn't want to answer. And he reacted just like that. Every time I think you can't get more like him, you do. Fucking insane.
And now I gotta choose what about my name now. Do I choose the old one I've had before or the new one that I was given? The old one just doesn't feel like myself anymore. It's like a coat that's too big. It doesn't fit quite right. So the question
That's
then
exactly what
becomes
I was gonna say.
so then the question becomes What about it now?
You're not him.
No, and I'm never probably going to be. But pieces of him that are still here are still here. And they are rebuilding. I just gotta rebuild with what I got.
You're not him.
No. But a piece of him does live on.
It's fucking bullshit. You should have stayed dead, Cass.
If I ever remember why I made the deal, or whatever happened, I will let you know. But maybe I did the same as you.
Yeah, but I remember who I am.
Probably a price I had to pay.
There's a wolf out in the woods who thinks so too, clearly.
No, I was hearing a cougar for a minute.
No, it's my dog.
Well, that's okay because my actual cat was meowing. So
Oh, got it. No, just. You should have stayed dead. She says again, and then turns her back to him to keep watch. And I'm going to self-roll this at disadvantage because she's not happy.
All right. Galen, you're perceptive enough to realize that
Say anything else to him
2 hours pass.
until he gets up to leave.
All right.
She gets a good look at him.
Galen, you're perceptive enough to realize what's happening there, and perceptive enough to realize that, well, 2 hours go by without a hindrance. Nothing in sight there. Although you do hear a few howls of wolves into the distance. That's about it for this night. 2 hours go by, and you can call someone else as you go and meditate. I suppose. Who do you call there, or do you call anyone?
I'll
Just
probably
Persia.
call Percha. But as I'm leaving, I'm like, I still have your back, even if you don't notice.
I know.
And then I'll wake Percha up.
All right.
Oh, hi.
All right. Woken up, Percher, for the third part of the watch there. What do you want to do?
Okay.
I'll probably tell her she Fallon might want her.
I'll
Well,
go
meet
to.
her.
Yeah. I'll go over to Fallon and I'll stand beside. Not stand, but sit beside her. Give her a bit of a soft little elbow nudge, and I'll just turn and say, "Hey, what's going on in your head?"
It feels so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
He's been right in front of me this entire fucking time. And it's taken me weeks to notice.
Feel like a fool?
Yeah, can't believe I wasted 10 years of my life searching for him when Kita has been right there, and I could find her in the most crowded room you can imagine without even having to think about it. I know exactly where she is. And I spent 10 years without experiencing that once.
My dear, question I'll ask you is, are you annoyed that basically that it took you this long to realize that Galen was what you were looking for the moment you got into Barovia? Or the fact that basically you just could not put anything together and wasted time? Or are you more angry at something else?
I just can't believe that it didn't even cross my mind as a possibility.
Life throws curveballs. But the thing here is, would you rather have known what you know now? Or would you rather have not known and still look like the fool with the pie on your face?
I don't know if when I first got to Barovia, if I had immediately realized it, that everything would have gone back to the way that it was. I would have been so happy to have finally found him that I would take whatever punishment was doled out to me. If it meant 5 more minutes with him. If that's how I felt about him, I should have seen it.
Well, all I can really say right now is, now that you know what you know, maybe for now, at least you can put things to rest and be at peace. Say it's not a bad thing that you wish to have 5 more minutes with the person that you remember. It's not bad. Is it healthy? Depends on how many times you want to have that extra 5 minutes.
I don't want that anymore. I don't want anything to do with that.
Then don't. Say, be glad and be happy with what you know and what you have right now. And I do think with what you have at the moment, and I will look at Kita, think you might have got a better end of the deal than you already have.
Exactly. And if I'd seen it, I never would have experienced this.
Mm-hmm.
fool to think that I ever felt that way about him.
My dear, we're all fools from time to time. And we're in pursuit of what we want. And sometimes it leads us down a road that we don't realize we're going down until we hit the wall. Realize we didn't need to go down that road. Sometimes falling on your bum, or ass, let's be a little bit more adults about it. Falling on your ass and realizing how messed up it is it's not a bad thing. It's called life, sweetie. It's called being able to understand and make choices and making the not making the choices, but living with the consequences that come from it, good or bad.
Yeah.
Funny enough, that is something my mother taught me. Make a choice, accept the outcome that comes with it, and just not revel in it, not get sad about it, but just be in the moment. And right now, it's shit, but hey, at least you know it's shit that you can deal with. And Perch will go ahead and just place Fallon's head on top of her shoulder. And at this very moment, I will go and quickly cast Clairvoyance, and I'll put it like a mile ahead. Because I can cast it up to a mile ahead of an area that I do recall, because we did go down this road before. So I'm imagining the road of a mile ahead to Yester Hill to go be able to see anything up ahead.
All right. If you do cast a spell, you will not have the effects of a long rest. Is that what you want to do?
Ooh,
Oof.
shit.
Mm.
Hmm. That I did not take into consideration, actually.
Yeah, you would need to stay a bit longer because your long rest would be interrupted. But it's up to you.
No, I won't do it.
All right.
I won't do it. I won't risk it just in case and get an exhaustion for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Clint and Irina.
Yeah.
All right.
Fallon will go and just curl up beside Kita, and as she meditates, she is trying to find the tether in her mind that connects her to the person who gave her her life back.
And I will go over to Clint and Irina and just let them both know that they're on the final end of the that last part of the actual watch.
All right. Go for the next watch there. It's going to be Clint and Irina. And Fallon, you can go to the secret room.
Okay.
Oh shit!
I'll be right back.
Oh, good.
Bye, Fallon.
Well, good to know it's that fucking easy.
Howdy.
Hey, let's see what happens here. All right. You decide to look for whoever it was that gave your life back, helped you before, this strange being that had many heads looking into the distance there. And you managed to do it again. You are taken now, what seems to be a dream of a sort, into a familiar place. You are taken right next to that thing there that brought you back. Let's see. You are again on this strange room. You see a circular dais there with a strange smoke that seems to be almost like a snake crawling up. But what really catches your attention are the heads from different races. Some you recognize, humans, elves, others not so much. Collection. And as you enter, as you see this, you hear a voice that seems to be a conjunction of many voices at the same time that changes as it speaks. Well, it seems that you need something. There are not many that decide that they can come here again. But I, Delavina, will not turn away a deal. What do you seek? Velen of the dead.
I seek answers about your intentions.
Hmm. Pointless. I've said to you before, the time will come when I will call the favor an important one, and you are supposed to answer, of course.
Well,
What more do you need to know?
where do I need to go?
Well,
I just want to know what I'm getting myself into.
I cannot rush such a things, but I do feel and see that you already know about such a place. Your path should take you there, to a temple made of amber. It's there that you'll find this answer, and there's the thing I need is also there.
Are you the one who cursed Strahd?
Not quite. But if you need information such as this, maybe we can have another deal. Something more in exchange for this.
What would you want from me?
I, as you see, am an actor. I am looking for some unique voices. There is someone that would please me to have. If you can deliver, I will help you once again.
Who is it?
Oh, that one is adorned. I really wanted to have him for quite a while. I remember when his voice reverberated when he spoke. His name is Ismark Kolyanovich. Kill him for his head and mouth to me. and I of the many teeth will have a booming voice to speak as. Do this, and I will shower you with power and information.
You said Ismark. What was the last name?
Kolyanovich. I believe your companions might know of him.
Okay. I can't put
Well,
him in any more danger. Sorry, I have to turn that down.
turn down, huh? Let me give you that information. I am aware that not only you but the others also looked for help from things from beyond. Not only you, but the others. If they do not fulfill the contract, we'll lose something precious to them. If we cannot have what we seek, because you feel like you cannot deliver, then we will have your thoughts. Think on that and be gone. And then you are shushed away from this place back into your
Right.
sleep.
Oof.
So let's go back to
All right.
top there.
They're back.
All right. We are actually back here. So let's
Yay.
continue this as you are all at the camp there. And we do have the last bit here. Let's go. All right. We are back. So let me do this here. Mhm. Oh, nice.
Good job, Athena.
Thanks.
She's very distracted by.
I'm quite perceptive. All right. Clint. And next 2 hours go by without hindrance, and the others start to wake up for a new day. So tell me, what do you want to do this new day here in Barovia?
I think we're heading to the
The hill.
Yester
Yep,
Hill.
Kita's not even going to say a word. She's just going to start heading towards Jester Hill.
Mm.
All right. What speed?
Fast.
Fast as we can.
All right.
Long rest?
Long rest. But good. Give me a second here.
Don't really think we need to.
Yeah,
Zoom!
but
Well, it's me.
All right.
As we get closer, do we notice anything alarming?
Oh, you do notice something quite alarming.
Okay.
The presence of staked bodies along the way. The first one showing up right at the foot of the hill, leading upstairs. Forest folk.
No. No, 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 no.
Oh,
Kita's going to run up to the first staked body she sees and she's going to see if she can feel a heartbeat.
All right, no indication that it's alive. What else do you want to do there? Bodies seem to lead up towards the top of the hill there.
He's just gonna run to the top of the hill.
All right.
Keep an eye out for anybody, any sign of life or breathing, or
All right. All right. As you go up, all of them are staked into the ground there. Some with stretched arms, others slouched to the front there. But none of them are moving. You pass by several until you get to the top of the hill. And it's up there that you see dozens and dozens of bodies staked around the place where you fought the druids and the other forest folk before. And as you look to all of them, you realize none of them are moving. A massacre. There's only one that seems to not be staked, but seem to be looking to the west towards the mists. He's kneeling down and almost like praying into the distance. What do you want to do?
Is the one that's praying alive?
He does seem to be alive. Rambling into the distance there.
Helen will run up to him. And when she gets within about 5 feet, she'll take a pause and make sure that nothing seems off, other than the fact that he's mumbling to himself.
All right.
I'll follow close behind by 15 feet.
All right.
yeah, Kita's gonna go right up with Fallon, and she wants to see if she can understand any of the mumbling. Because I'm assuming it's in this ancient Druidic they were still speaking.
Mm-hmm. All right. Alan, you get close to the what seems to be a man there. And as soon as you get close, you realize that he seems to be a bit out of the mind there as he keeps saying the same thing over and over again. But what catches your attention is that he's looking to the west, into mists. And into the mists, you do see a few silhouettes, strange ones. And the men who's looking towards it have no eyes. Seem to be one of the forest folk there. Kida, you do recognize a bit of it, although this druidic here seems to be a bit distant to what your druidic is. It's still enough for you to recognize the words that have been spoken. It's seems to be some sort of a prayer that says, "Oh no, Dark Lord, forgive us. No, no, Dark Lord, forgive us. We are not meant to do this. We are not meant to do this." And he keeps repeating and repeating. And you see the distance there, the mists. Let me see if I have it here. Oh, all right. I do need to do this here. Let me see if I can show here. It's here. Here. Oh, here. There. That's what he's looking at.
Ooh.
Seems to be a distant yeah, distant town into the mists there, but seems to be quite distant, miles and miles away.
It's not Kresk, right?
Not Kresk. No, something different, something new. What else do you want to do there?
I don't know if this would be insight or medicine, but can Fallon do a general check to see if this man can be saved?
Sure.
Yeah,
Medicine.
Kita would be doing the same thing.
Go ahead.
That'd be medicine or just insight?
Medicine. All right, Fallon, you realize that he seems to be in shock. Whatever happened to his eyes was that was deliberately done, and he's the only one alive there at the moment. You realize that he's so fixated on the prayer there into the distance that, well, doesn't really seem to have noticed you arrive.
Does anyone have lesser restoration?
Nope.
I should have prepared it.
The mumbling keeps going as he prays into the distance, into the mists. What else do you want to do there?
Kita's just gonna kneel in front of him and just cradle his head into her arms. And then Druidic just say, "I'm so sorry, my brothers."
Who's there? Who are you? Are you sent by the Dark Lord? Aren't I punished enough? Barakchak. If you are, you can't be. Barakchak's meant to save us, not bring ruin. But we deserve this. We sold ourselves long ago to him. We deserve this. But you can do something still. You can do something still. I cannot be saved, but you can save them. You can save the others. On the mountain tops. Go to the mountain tops. Follow the road to the Tholenka Pass. And look for the mountain folk. They never broke. They were never corrupted by him. If you find them, then they might be able to help you.
Thank you.
Oh, leave me be to my fate. We asked for this. The Dark Lord only delivers. And he starts to mumble again the same prayer.
Fallon will walk up to Kita, place her hand on her shoulder. Her sword is in the other hand. She just says, "You should end his suffering."
Kita's just gonna nod and just in Druidic say, "I'm sorry." And she is going to just cast Starry Wisp directly into his head.
All right. You do so, and you see as the wisps enter and start to radianize, since it's radiant damage. And the last whisper you hear is "Thank you." As the man slips away.
Hold him tight as his life slips away. And with tears in her eyes, she'll just lay him down on the ground. And then just sit and look towards the town through the mist.
This image, is that of Kresk?
No, not Kresk. Seems to be a quite distinguished place with high towers, castles, big
Which
structures
direction is it? East
to
or
the
west?
West.
to the left.
From what she can see of it, does Fallon recognize this to be the Amber Temple?
Roll perception there.
It's almost so good.
I can say that there's no ember there. Nothing that is orange, but that's about it.
Got it.
From their current position, can Kita tell how far away this town is? How long it would take to travel?
Probably 10 miles or so. But they are inside the mists.
So we might have to find some way to get through there.
Fallon will go and sit next to Kita and take her hand and squeeze it and go, I know what you want to do. But I think there are other things we need to do first. Like find out if this Babalu Saga is someone who is watching us fall, or someone who's ready to help us step up.
Kita is just staring due west without saying a word.
Fallon will kind of get in her vision, so Kita has to look at her and just say, we'll get there.
She takes a deep breath and places a hand on the forest folk's chest. And finally, she stands and turns to the rest of the group. Before we leave Barovia, Strahd dies.
Agreed.
I disagree with that. Do you think we should go there first, or do we see an actual path there?
No,
Like
it seems to
how
be
we
inside the mist. You can even see the ground that's supposed to be there, that leads there. It's right on the edge of Barovia, almost like it's on the outside on the mist that seem to be ever surrounding this place. And what you see there seems to be a big town, bigger than anything that you've seen here in Barovia. Something grand.
Okay.
She spoke of the Solinka Pass. And if we can get there, Strahd hasn't corrupted the mountain folk.
Do we think Babalu Saga will know a way to get through?
I don't know.
Irina says, all right, if she does not, maybe the elves do? If we can speak to them.
Or Reggie, or Esmeralda. I'm sure somebody's had to heard
Yeah.
of this place before.
Esmeralda. We should ask Esmeralda. She's popped in and out of Barovia. Fallon will stop and pull her backpack out and grab another one of those sheets of paper for Esmeralda. And on it, all it says is, "Do you know how to get into the mists?" And she'll watch it fly away.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. All right. Good. What else do you want to do there?
Well, Kita is going to start going up to the fallen forest folk along the path, and she's going to pull the stakes out of their bodies and lay them
Alright.
down on the ground beside them. She'll say
All
a
right.
couple words in Druidic as she just closes their eyes and puts them to rest. And on the last one, she's going to just take one of the stakes and she's going to tie it to the side of her belt.
She
All
can use
right.
it as
That
a
one's
weapon.
got Strahd's
That's
name on it.
That's pretty metal.
That's brutal. All right. You saw what happened to the forest folk here at the Aster Hill. But time is of the essence. What else do you want to do here, folks? I will show you the map and show you exactly where the town seems to be. Right to the outskirts of here. But of course, as you know, everything is surrounded by mists. Everything here is surrounded by mists. The entire Barovia. All right, what do you want to do?
Is the tree, when the last time we were here, there was that tree that was there. Is that still
killer
intact,
tree.
or is it
Still there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still
is the
alive?
axe still there?
Still there.
Is it still sentient?
I don't know.
It's
Go
still
there.
there.
Go there and find out.
Yeah, you go
While
find
we're
the
here.
tree. We'll stand back.
From 100 feet back, can she see if it is alive or dead?
Well, you want to get 100 feet away from the tree there?
Yeah.
All right. Since you have a critical there on perception, I will let you see as this huge boulder seems to come towards you and pass right next to you and boom, hit the ground. You are about the range of the boulders there. Do you want to stay there?
Where the boulders are landing? No, I fucking do not.
The creature seems to be sentient and still moving.
Great. Fallon is immediately going to look at the group and say, "Run."
Do we start heading towards this new place off into the west, or do we head out?
Go to the
back
vineyard.
west? Go to the vineyard. Okay.
Go
Can't
where
travel
it's
through the-
safe.
We can't travel through the mists,
Okay.
Not yet.
so
All right.
there's
So-
only one group of people I know that can.
And they aren't likely to help us.
All right. You want to make your way on your roads there again? On the road again.
Through Barovia.
Well, do we want to go to the road, or we just want to get here and then head straight to the vineyard?
That's
Go on the
double.
road.
Through the forest there, through the plains, through the vineyard is double movement. Mhm. All right, so here,
I think staying on the road is safest.
roll the road again.
Okay,
All right.
stay on the road then.
You make your way there fast into the crossroads that lead to the vineyard. Now, that's the entire day of travel.
Okay.
You can decide to keep going to the vineyard or keep going to the road there. It's all up to you. What do you want to do?
How long would it take us to get to the vineyard?
Probably less than an hour.
Would we still have to do a con save?
Yes.
Yeah, we may as well.
Yeah, let's do
All
it.
right. All right. You get right into the vineyard there. And you do need to do a con save, so I'm gonna ask for the con save here. Give me a second. Clint, Fallon, Galen, Kita, Portia, Irina. Constitution saving throw.
I don't know if you can put it on mine. I will need a -5 to my roll though.
All right. Ooh.
Oh. Oh.
Who's the one who rolled one? Oh, Fallon.
Fallon, no.
You know what?
Oh no.
I do have inspiration, or man, I'll pick the exhaustion level.
All right. Galen, you take 1 exhaustion. Fallon, since you rolled the 1, you take 3 exhaustion.
3?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's only 1. You get 1 exhaustion too. And you arrive at the Oh, I got you there. I got you there. All right. You go. You go into the direction of the vineyard there that people know as the Wizard of Wines. As you get closer, you realize that there's someone sitting right at the entrance. And as he sees you approach, he approaches you as well. You see the patriarch of the family there, Davian Martikov. And as you approach, he's the one who welcomes you. As you get closer to the entrance there, you hear the voice of Davian. Oh, you! What strange winds brings you here? Is there anything that you need? Friends of the Martikov.
Are you safe? Is this a safe place for us to stay tonight?
Well, it is safe. Although, if you are asking something like this, seems to bring ill tidings. Did something happen?
Are you aware of what happened on Nestor Hill?
I don't suppose I am. We have no contact with the forest folk, as you know. What happened there?
They're all dead.
Massacred? By what?
You know who.
Him.
Oh,
He killed Maul.
you see as he sighs. Seems the misery of this place has no end. Although what they did to us were uncalled for, even our enemies do not deserve the attention of the ones who sit at the castle. A shame. But please, come in. I'm sure you are looking for a place to stay. It's almost dark.
Yes, please, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind at all. Maybe we can converse and you can explain to me what you've been up to. Please, come along. Let's eat something as we talk. And you're brought into the winery there. Passing by what seems to be places you were before, where they tend the grapes, where caskets seem to be awaiting for the wine juice to be delivered to them. Until you were taken inside to the dining hall, the winery there. The one who's there, who seems to be mining papers while sitting on one of the tables, is Adrian, the current one who seemed to take care of the things here at the winery. And as you approach, Davian enters the room and says to Adrian, "Look here, son, what the winds brought us. The ones who helped us before, the adventurers. Oh, welcome, welcome. Please, sit. I can prepare something for you to eat. How are things faring?" Davian sits to the side there and lets Adrian take the lead now, and the old man seems to just wait and listen. And Adrian starts to prepare things for you and asks, what are you are being up to, and what brings you here?
Dealing with some werewolves outside of Kresk, and we're on our way to Volaki, and we ran into the Lord himself. He told us that we had caused some problems, but they were fixed now. And said the forest folk been dealt with.
Dealt with, you mean? And you see as Davian nods. That's a bad sign for something like this to happen. Well, what else did you see there?
Well, what do you know of Solga Pass?
Well, I do know a thing or two about it. Is it something of your interests?
Travel through the pass.
That would be a harsh travel. There are things there that are, well, quite dangerous. But if you want information about it, I'm sure I can provide. At least the path to there. It's not like we can have much information about the place itself.
Well, whatever information you have, it'll be beyond useful to us.
Of course. Well, to the east of here, there's a road, quite a big one, that leads to the south, into the mountains there to the south. That mountain, that range of mountains actually, is called, well, the name was almost forgotten in time, but that's the path that leads to the Solenka Pass. You just need to follow the road. But there are things there that might not be amicable to you being on their territory. I've heard there are nasty creatures there. Wolves that seem to be way more powerful than the ones from here. And more things that seem to roam about. But like I said, I know more of the path, not about exactly what's there.
And that will take us to the village of the mountain folk.
Oh, that I don't really know about. Is that what you were after? I suppose you would need to find exactly, well, where that is, because I don't really know. There might be somewhere. I don't know much about the mountain folk, although there's an old lore that says that there were the forest folk, the mountain folk, and others that were forgotten. But if they are there, they are somewhere on Mount Gakis, which is the range of mountains to the east here.
These mountains. Kita will pull out the map and
Yes, that would be exactly the mountains I'm talking about, yes.
That's where we should go.
You should be careful, though. Like I said, I don't think that's a place where people should go. There might be even nastier things than the predators there. I've heard there's something hidden way beyond to the heart of the mountains there. Place of evil. I wouldn't go there. But I'm not you, so.
we'll need all the help we can get. So, if the mountain folk can help us, whatever we need to get through to get to them.
Well, that's so. But what else can we help you with?
Have you been any word from Erwin since the wine was shipped?
Yeah, let's say that communications were back and running. It seems that the ravens that we use for messages are able to get here now. Last word I heard of him was that, well, people are a bit restless. There's a bit of a conversation about taking things into their own hands, if you know what I mean. That does not bode well.
In Valaki?
Yes.
Like political uprising?
I think he
You
means,
could
like
say
storming
that.
again.
What the fuck happened?
Oh, I guess it wasn't a bad idea to make Valaki our next stop.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I suppose after we eat here, you want to have a place to sleep, huh? You're safe here. I'll set something for you here, all right? Meanwhile, if you need anything, just call. How about that?
Thank you.
All right. You see as he start to give you the food around and looks at you as you start to speak there, Percha. Go ahead.
We noticed I'm going to turn and say buildings and structures out west from Yesterhill. Do you know the path to get there?
Oh,
Or what the place is?
you seen that?
Yes.
Well, that's an old lore that the Martikov know about. That place there was, well, you do realize that this place is different from the others, right? Surrounded by mists, like cut off from everything. I cannot leave, you cannot leave, no one can. Well,
There are people who do.
the Vistani, you mean?
Yeah.
But only if the Lord allows it. But that's not the matter here. What you see that to the west is a civilization that was there long, long ago. It seems that, well, it's still going, but me and my siblings here think it's a mirage of what was there before. A place called Valentia. Don't know much about that place, only that it's like a taunting to us to see that there's something out there that we can never get to. And
Is Valentia where Danica's from?
Danica,
Not Danica. Irina.
no, Irina,
Tatiana.
Tatiana?
Valentia, as in Valentia Popovsky?
No, it's Valentia.
That place. Yeah, is that where Tatiana's from? Because Sergi said he traveled really far to find her.
Above table talk are we talking about here?
Yes.
Okay.
Is he
I believe that's the one and the same, yes.
that makes sense then, because he obviously didn't want Tatiana to be able to leave, so of course he would create mists that shroud her home. So she can't even see it if she wanted to.
Well, I'll leave you be to rest. If you need anything, I'll be mining some things at the winery here. Now that we are back and running, we have things to be done. But call me if you need anything. Alright? And rest.
Thank you again for your hospitality.
Of course, you are always welcome here at the Marty Cobbs. For what you've done. He smiles and leaves the room, as well as Davian, who seemed to just nod towards you and leave as well. Alright, you're there. Able to decide to rest for the night, safely here at the vineyard and winery, or talk. It's up to you, but you are there.
Well, I believe that place is not what you thought it was, Fallon. It's not the Ambador's place.
No,
Yeah,
but it
I
looks
think
like
you kind of seen already the Amber place in the vision there, right?
here somewhere, wasn't it?
It was climbing what seems to be a mountain, snowy
That's off
mountain.
to the east of Yesterhill.
way down.
But I think right now we need to go ahead and get back to Valaki to find out what's going on there, since there's a lot of problems happening there since we've been there last.
Yeah.
I want to know what's going on there just as much as you do. I'm wondering if whether or not, and this is where Percha just does this whole thing of like that whole, like doing the whole explosion with the hand sort of thing, with the Burgomaster's, you know, that situation.
Yeah.
Maybe that's kind of had some consequences.
You mean other than a massive riot?
Other than a massive riot, yeah, I think maybe there's some other things that have gone on that we weren't aware of.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Well, I am exhausted, so
Same.
I'm gonna go to bed. No, like I'm literally exhausted. So
You alright?
yeah, it's that last hour just took a lot out of me.
All right. You mean real life?
Like, no, like Fallon has a level of exhaustion.
Oh, I was like, oh, maybe she is tired on real
No,
life. You know?
no.
All
Fallon
right,
has a
I
level
got
of
it.
exhaustion.
I got it. I got it.
When
All
the
right.
joke is so good.
Yeah, I mean, that's so many levels that I was lost there for a moment. That's for sure. All right. But yeah, gonna go to sleep there, Fallon. What are the others doing?
Percha's gonna stay for a little bit, just for a little bit, till maybe like if Kita stays around and so forth. But if not, she'll just stay around a little bit, have a cup of coffee, and no, not coffee, have a cup of tea before bed, and
Cup of coffee.
maybe go ahead. Yeah, I'm really doing myself there, and just crawl into bed.
All right. You do so. And the others?
I'll probably do a quick sweep around the area and then head to bed.
All right. Roll me your perception there, as the others are already going to sleep.
Galen or okay, Galen.
Yeah, Kita's gonna just stay awake, looking at the map, studying the Slinka Pass
Mm-hmm.
to see if maybe on the map she can see where the forest folk might be living.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right. I will give you a roll here, but I will say that from the start, that's a really, really high. But go ahead.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah. Roll intelligence.
Straight intelligence.
Intelligence, yes.
All right. Don't think I'm getting. Ooh.
That was almost so bad.
It's still not great. It's still only a 13.
13? Yeah. Yeah. I could be anywhere. Could be right below you there. No, you do not know if there's any.
Yeah,
At least the map does not have any indication about this.
Yeah, she's just gonna
Mhm.
look and study
All right.
until eventually her eyes get heavy and she starts to drift off the table.
All right. I will say that Galen, you start to Go about to see if there's anything that catches your attention, anything on the strangely magical nature, but there's nothing. You are safe there. Nothing lurking neither here or on the outskirts of the world. So, you all go to sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you do so. You do so, and the time goes by. Night goes by, and nothing happens. But you do get a long rest, and a new day dawns upon you, where you can decide where to go next. So let's go. You just woken up. I will do a group long rest here. And you can decide what to do next. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Go ahead.
Is my exhaustion gone?
Your exhaustion is gone, as well as is the one from Galen there.
Do they have a spare carriage and horse here to make the journey easier for us to get back, or just out of curiosity?
They have a carriage, but
Well, we can do a delivery for them.
We can do that too.
Maybe get a little money out of it.
yeah, but then we have to return the carriage at some point.
Sounds like we're headed back this way at some point, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we can convince somebody in the lobby to return the carriage.
Right.
Yeah, no.
We could probably send the young Mardukov boys. They probably haven't met their uncle and aunt yet.
That is also true.
All right. So, what do you want to do exactly here? Tell me.
I'll probably speak to. Oh my god, I've forgotten the name already again. But I'll approach the person who handles. Yes. To see if a delivery needs to be done to Valaki since we're heading back there, and we'll make the delivery for them.
Sure. You talk to Adrian there, which seems to be the one that is taking charge of all the winery. It says, delivery. Well, the last one was made just a few days ago. Well, I suppose we can do something here. I do have a request, if possible, for you to talk to my brother. It seems that he took charge of the place, right? Of Valaki.
Yes.
Don't know if it's possible for him to come here, because my father would not make his way to Valaki to speak with Davian. But I do think it's about time that Irving and Davian, well, talk about some things and resolve the situation, you know? If you can speak to my brother there and tell him if he can come, if the situation on Valaki is good enough.
Sure, I can definitely speak to the Burgomaster about that.
All right. As for the delivery, I do not think we have a delivery to make, but I don't know. Is there anything that you need of us?
Well, we only thought. Well, I thought
Mm-hmm.
that if there was a delivery that you need to have done back to Valaki, that
Mm-hmm.
we could deliver it for you and travel there at the same time. But if not, we'll be still traveling there. It'll just be by foot. We're just
Oh, I
taking
see.
into consideration that since we're going in
Yeah.
that direction, that maybe there was a delivery that had to be done, and we could
Mm-hmm.
do a two birds one stone sort of thing. So you didn't have to do it too early or too late. But
I see. Well, I suppose maybe 2 weeks from now we might need a new delivery, but right now we are preparing the caskets. Yeah, actually, we wouldn't be able to have anything going to deliver there. I mean, we delivered it for like what, 1 week ago, 1 week and something ago.
no, that's all good. That's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Just thought since we're going
Mm-hmm.
in that direction that we could just help you out in that way.
All right,
But
but if you can speak to my brother, that would be good.
I will.
That would be amazing.
I'll get him to try to resolve matters going on in Valaki, and we'll get him to come back to the vineyard to sort out
Mm-hmm.
other matters that are going on.
All right.
If you don't mind me asking, is everything all right?
It's the old story about my father and Erwin. You know, the stone that Erwin lost. I mean, we have a stone back, and my father is getting old. Not like he can live forever, right? I would very much like
If someone
that.
could live forever, I'll be shocked. Wait, let's actually scratch that. We already know someone or something that seems to be doing that.
Yeah, but I don't want that the end of his life there's something unresolved, you know?
Mm.
Who knows?
I understand. I'll get him here as soon as he can.
All right. You're off then today?
Yes, we are. We'll try to get there as quick as we can. Hopefully, we can find out what seems to be going on in the town.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get much? Sorry, my brain is a little bit frazzled with all the events that have happened. But do you know what's like seems to be going on in Valaki? Like, did you know much about what is going on in there?
No, just unrest. People talking about, well, resolving things, that they are hopeful that things can be changed, you know? It doesn't bode well because, I mean, every time someone goes towards the castle to try to do something, it never ends well. 2 years ago was the boy from the village, reverberated everywhere. A lot of things that happened since that day were because of the attack on the castle. If another one happens, who knows what's going to happen?
No, I totally get that. Alright. Well, as I said, I'll speak to your brother and get him to come back to the vineyard and talk to your father as soon as possible.
All right. Thank you very much. You are always helping us. Know that we are looking after you too. All right?
It's much appreciated. And again, thank you for your hospitality.
Yes. Come back anytime. And be safe on the road there. All right?
We'll try, but I doubt that the Barovia itself is going to be treating us with kindness and fairness.
I do think so too.
she'll just nod her head to him, and she'll head back to the others and give them the update of like, no deliveries happening today. It'll be in 2 weeks, so we'll have to be walking.
That was worth a shot.
All right.
I said to him that we're heading in that direction, so I thought, yeah, if there was a delivery that had to be done, we can deliver that off. But he does desperately want his brother to come back home to speak to his father. Sounds like there's some stuff that needs to be resolved there and put to rest.
Guess we should go find out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, we
Before-
didn't give much clues.
Well, before the people of Blocky do something that's going to get them all killed too.
Yeah.
The question would be is who the hell would do something that crazy to cause more unrest in the town after it just had more craziness that happened?
Dane.
What about Isaac?
I don't.
Also Isaac, but someone that's still in town that's in a position of power to cause unrest. Dane.
Do you think he's that resentful for what has happened towards us that he would do something that idiotic?
I think he had a cush job and you fucked it up.
He didn't like what was going on. That's the vibe I thought I got from him.
Listen, we can sit here and
I'm more than happy to discuss this on the road.
let's just
Yeah, we can walk
get
and
there and we'll deal with it then.
All right. Get ready to leave. To another day of travel towards the town of Valaki. Already seen a lot today. Well, you even seen Strahd today. So let's
That was
go.
like 2 days ago.
What speed? I mean, today on our session.
Yeah, I know.
But go ahead. What speed do you want to
Just
go
in
here?
on everybody. I guess now that we're in slightly more of a hurry, we should book it.
Run for it? Yeah.
I mean, we can continue going at a fast pace. It hasn't been an issue so far,
Yeah.
unless Galen's got a problem with that. I'll take that as a no.
That's a no. All right. So fast, let's go. Start to make your way here. It's going to be around 2 hours. It's going to be around 4 hours here.
And that's when something happened.
And that's going to be around 2.5 hours. So you have 1 hour and a half. And that's where something happens. Right at the crossroads
Nope.
there. You realize that something happens. Another encounter here. We're traveling through the roads here.
It's always sunny in Barovia.
And you
Yeah.
see something approaching on the road there, coming from the road to the north.
Does it look like a horse with no head?
It does look like a horse.
Oh God.
Does
Is
it
it
look like
also
a
with
So it's
horse?
one of 3 people right now.
Does it? Does his
It's the
horse
lovely
have-
Lord of the Land again.
That,
Yes.
Regis, or the Headless Horseman.
All right.
I'm going to be casting.
Do you want to
Fate
take
on
bets
myself.
here? Do you want to take bets here?
Or
I
it's a
think
Morning Star.
yeah,
Who's going to be?
it's the Headless Horseman.
Headless Horseman, one. Who else?
Yeah, I think Headless Horseman.
I'll
All
put
right.
a hero point. I'm going to put a hero point on Morning Star.
All right.
I think probably Morningstar as well.
All right, 2 and 2. All right.
Yeah. Instinctually, I'm going to be casting Mage Armor on myself, just so you're aware.
All right. 2 of you think it's the Headless Horseman. 2 of you seem to think that's Morningstar.
Well,
And
we
it
just ran into Strahd. We didn't
seems
think it was going to be Strahd.
Yeah.
it is a horse
Oh,
with
thank
armor
God.
and a man in shimmering armor and a white cloak.
So we get hero
Why
points,
is-
right?
He's. I mean, go ahead. Add the hero point
That
there.
that was my wager, not yours.
All right. But it does
And I'm
seem to be.
capitalizing on it.
It does seem to be Regis, the one who approaches here. He's galloping on the raw horse there and seems to be traveling to the west. As he goes by you two, going in quite high speed, he sees you at the distance as you see him, and the galloping of his horse gets slower and slower until he gets close to you for you to see the smile on his face. You meet with Reggie. Oh, look who's there. My friends. Well,
Reggie, it's nice
funny
to
to see you here, huh? Yes, nice to see you too. All of you faring well, I suppose. Although, it does seem that you're missing someone. Hope nothing bad happened to him?
He decided to, not in a sense, retire per se from as such, but he wanted to stay in the town of Kresk.
Oh,
Thought he'd be a much better help there, um, uh, with the town.
I see. I'm actually
But
heading there right now. You wanna me to send word to him?
at the moment, just let him know that.
That he's a fucking coward.
Well, that's not what I was about to say, but that could be from Fallon. But let him know that the druids at Yesterhill are no more. He'll understand.
Hmm. Well, foreboding, and doesn't seem to be something good. But I will send word to your friend there. What about you? Funny to see you here, traveling. I mean, it was bound to happen to me too along the road, I suppose.
Yeah. Did you, by any chance, travel through Valaki?
Yes, I am actually coming from there with a message.
Is everything all right? We've heard there's some uprising.
It's not uprising. I wouldn't say that. It's more like, how can I say this? People are talking a lot about things changing, you know? After what happened that day when you did something.
And
It
she
seems
does the
that,
whole. You mean that when someone just let their head
yeah.
roll? Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
it's more than that. It's not like that in specific, but changing things for them. Seems to me that they've been living quite a while in a place that was overwhelming. Not only overwhelming, but dark, you know? Must be hard living like that. Now that they see another way out, they seem to be grasping for it. Don't know how much good that's going to do, but that does
yeah.
seem like something that they want to do, you know?
Not to sound pessimistic as such, or a little bit, what's the better word for it? Questioning as such, but is by any chance Dane okay and settled into everything that's changed?
Of course, he's the one who took the mantle to, well, be the captain of the guard now. And, well,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's doing poorly. I mean, better than Isaac, I suppose. Better than the Baron was doing before. Things are better.
Any word of
Word
any
from?
word of Isaac since we left?
Hmm.
No, no word. There were some talks about something happening in the lake. That's about it.
Lake north of the town.
Yeah.
I'll look to Kid as he mentions that, and just says in Kita's head, I think that might be something we need to investigate when we get the chance, if we're in town.
Kita will just nod to Percha.
So, you said you had a message?
Oh yes, to the ones of Grask there. Sorry, but I don't think I can really tell the specifics. But it's
My
something
apologies.
from.
I assumed when you said you had a message, I assumed that you might have been referring to a message for us. But if it's for
Oh no,
Kresk itself,
no,
that's
no,
okay.
not this time,
I
I
wouldn't
suppose. But there might be a message come for you, and along the way, I had received messages from everyone. But this time, no.
Hmm.
It's for the people of Grask there.
Hmm.
That being said,
Just
yeah, go ahead.
just so you're aware, when you get to Kresk, we did save some of the children that have gone missing from the orphanage back in Milwaukee. They're there. They're safe. We thought it'd be better for them to stay there until somebody somehow we could get them home safe
Oh,
to the
but
orphanage in Milwaukee.
They're with the Burgomaster in Kresk.
children from the orphanage missing? I don't think there were any.
There was 2.
Really?
We
They weren't
found.
orphans when they went
Hmm.
on their trek.
Oh,
Their parents
Yeah,
were killed
oh,
Oh,
yeah,
in front of them.
that's right. Well,
yeah.
I see.
These were children that were taken from their homes and were being forced to fight each other to determine who was stronger before they were changed
What?
into werewolves.
That's horrible. Werewolves?
We've dealt with them.
You. All right. That's good to hear because next thing I was going to ask is that we go there and deal with them. Yeah, good.
and I hate to ask,
Hmm.
but has there been any more word on Gantha?
No, that's. You mean besides the people who are a bit restless on the things there, things on Valakik have been quite uneventful, even. I mean,
No.
no more festivals that are obligated of attendance. No more people being sent to the Reformation Center because there's not a Reformation Center anymore. So yeah,
Good.
things are better.
Well, I guess that also means the hags have kept away from the village for now.
I suppose. But they will show up eventually, I suppose.
I'm sure.
Only a matter of time.
Yeah,
But
we got them off our trail just north of here, so just
mhm,
be wary in your travels, okay?
I will. Don't worry. And if anything happens, I'm sure Morning Star is fastened to them.
Yeah. Kita's gonna turn the Morning Star and with her Speak with Animals cast with her Staff of Nature Communion.
All right.
I missed you too, buddy.
All right. You cannot speak to him for he's not.
What?
Yeah. You just hear Nye back.
He's not an animal.
He's not a beast.
Oh,
Sad,
it
right?
worked before. anymore? Why can't I talk to him anymore?
All
Okay.
right. What that?
What do you mean the horse is not an animal?
He's not an animal.
Probably some greater speed.
What the fuck?
Like find speed or find greater speed.
On the good track there.
He's.
Or it's left
This
of-
says he's a melee weapon.
Oh my god, get out.
Oh, come on. All right. Well, is there anything else, friends? I do have to get going here.
Of course. Hopefully this isn't the last time we meet, Reggie.
I hope so too. I like talking with you, and what you are doing here is good. I hope you keep doing it.
Of course. Well, now that the winery's back and running up, hopefully we can have a conversation with a glass of wine one of these nights.
That would be amazing. Yes. If you guys don't mind, I would very much like to have a talk with Irina for a short while. And then can head off.
Fallon, after Kita slyly invites Daddy over for wine, she just looks at Kita and just has this look like, you sly fucking dog.
Kita's just gonna look at her completely dumb, like oblivious to what Fallon's looking at her for.
All right. But Reggie nods to you, and Irina just looks and says, Me? Yes, of course. We had a conversation before. I would like to continue it, if you don't mind. And she says, Sure. And you see a bit of a blush on Irina's face. As they go to the side there, and Morningstar just stays behind, looking at Kida oddly, like, what are you doing? Why are you speaking to me? I do not speak animalistic. But
I'm just saying he did last time I talked to him. Okay,
I don't think so. Did it? I don't remember.
he 100% did.
All right. I don't remember doing the
So
the
Irina
sorry.
And, Irina and Reggie are talking now.
Yeah, they seem to be conversing to
Oh.
the side there.
Fallon is going to very carefully
Mm-hmm.
and quietly try to get close enough that she can listen.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say as soon as Kita notices they're not paying attention, she wants to wild shape into a squirrel
Mhm.
All right.
and sneak up close enough to
So-
hear.
All right.
And I will even cast Pass Without a Trace on myself.
Oh, damn. All right.
That is how
Is
badly
Kita,
she wants to know what they're
You
talking
can.
about.
All right.
Kita close enough to benefit
Sure.
from
It's a small squirrel there that
Absolutely.
seems to be going. Yeah.
If
But go
Kita
ahead.
was right
Okay.
behind her, absolutely.
All right.
So it
That's
should
going to
close
be
enough.
33 for Fallon.
33.
All right.
Okay,
And
I should probably find out a squirrel's dexterity. Hold on.
I'm going to speak in both their heads as soon as I see what they're doing, and I'm just going to say, you two are just as terrible as me. And I'm just going to sit back and just watch this all unfold. I'll be like, I'm not partaking in this because I know I'm going to get told this anyway.
Squirrels already have a +4, so that's +14 to stealth. Here we go.
Oh, same. Hey!
14, 14, 28. Ah.
nice. All right.
33 into 28.
You do get close enough to Reggie there and Irina to listen to their conversation. You see as Irina just grabs her elbow, like waiting for Reggie to speak, and he says, Lady Irina, I will be blunt on this. Last time we conversed, I was thinking of asking you to, and he stops a bit and says, maybe have a drink with me and eat something during a dinner you're so inclined. Last time I couldn't really say anything. I was frozen, really. It took me all these days to get the courage to do so. And I do hope I'm not being too blunt and too forward. If I am, please speak up. And you see as he starts to stumble upon words, starts mumbling and say, it's that. And you see that he's quite nervous speaking to her, but she just let go of her elbow there and goes towards him and puts her hand on his hand, and he stops speaking, and she says, right now, things are a bit complicated. There are things for me to do, and they are helping me with that.
He's the girl.
So I can't really promise that we can do something right now, but I would love to have a dinner with you, Regis. And he goes, oh, really? That's good. That's good. Well, maybe next time we see each other again in the town of Valaki or anywhere else, we can talk. And I would very much like to know you a bit more. And she says, I as well. And you see as they both blush, and he smiles widely as he goes back to you. Irina also quite shyly goes back towards you, and he says, well, there's that. I suppose I already had my conversation here with Irina, and I do have to get going.
There's that. Oh, this man.
I've been watching those two the whole time, and I'm gonna be like,
But well,
I would have
friends.
been when I said I was sitting back, I would have been watching this whole thing unfold.
All right.
So
You
I'm
see
just gonna
as
be like looking at him like, you sly dog, you're red in the face.
yeah, he comes back. Both Fallon and Keita listen to the conversation, of course, and he promptly goes towards Morningstar. Look, there are things out there that are dangerous, but you are doing right. You're taking the fight to things, but be wary. I mean, if we are not here anymore, who's going to help them, right? So be careful, as I will be. We'll see each other again, I'm sure of it. See ya. Goes into the Morning Star, the horse, and goes straight west towards the town of Kresk.
Ida, in her squirrel form, is just gonna wave to Morningstar energy.
All right.
I'm really, really glad that you reminded me that she's a squirrel right now. Because that could have gotten really awkward really fast.
I will go ahead and extend my hand out for Kita to go ahead and jump onto my hand to crawl up to my arm after that happens, just to because I know
Okay.
I would have known.
All right. All right. And that's where we are going to end our session today, sadly.
No.
And we are going to see what happens next session. All right. Well, good to play with you guys again. And let's see what Valaki has for us next time. All right.
Whoop, whoop.
See you guys next week.
Of course.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye bye.